Hey guys, I'm Denver and I'm back with an advanced Stardew Valley tips video. This one being much more in-depth and much further in the game towards that end game content. If you haven't checked out my intermediate and beginner tips videos, follow the link in the description and check those out real quick before I show you guys how to make a ton of Iridium and a ton of money. First, have you ever heard of min-maxing? In short, it's the RPG player's term for minimizing any weaknesses and maximizing any strengths. It is a carefully planned and usually a mathematical approach to efficiency and optimization that can apply really to anything. By the third year or so in Stardew, you might be ready to take what I call the min-max approach to the game and rake in cash through best crop values and or complete any difficult challenges left in the game, like heading as deep as possible into the Skull Cavern. Let's jump into the first tip. Tip number one is use the outside tools and resources available to you to maximize efficiency on your farm, through the town, or even in the mines. If you aren't doing it yet, do use the wiki for any basic information. For information more than what the wiki can offer though, or just more easily accessible to you, are some fan-made content to help with achievements, relationships, fishing, farming, and even mining. Save yourself time by consolidating all your information into a few bookmarked links on your browser so you don't have to constantly Google and jump from wiki page to wiki page to wiki page. Save that 5 times fast. The absolute best fan-made resources I have found so far are the fishing chart and crop profit estimator. By this point, you have probably turned in most or all of the items you need to reopen the community center, and you don't need to plant all the different crops each season to try to get one of everything. If you want to keep planting some cheaper crops for gifts, etc., it's your farm. You're totally free to do what you want with it. But if you want to make a ton of money so you can buy expensive endgame items like Pierre's catalog, Robin's furniture catalog, the Statue of Endless Fortune, or even the $2 million gold, whatever it is, return scepter, your best bet is to max profits from crops, kegs, and maybe even animals on your farm, although animals aren't ever going to be a huge moneymaker. This Stardew Profits tool shows the estimated costs and profits for almost all crops of every season. Using this, you can see what crops dominate the season, which you can then mass produce. Just enter the number of crops you want to plant, whether or not you're paying for the seeds or the fertilizer, crafting it yourself, and it even takes into account your farming level and farming skills you chose when leveling up. One of the best things I found when using this chart is how each pre-planting, we'll call them substances, affect the plants. You will quickly find that basic fertilizer can be very similar to quality fertilizer for some crops over the course of a season. You also see that certain plants like blueberries with speed grow or deluxe speed grow make quite a bit more profit given that they squeeze in one more harvest at the very end of the season. As if that's not enough, you can change the produce type to jar or keg and see the hundreds of thousands of dollars you will be able to rake in if you have enough kegs to support it. And this is all with the one tool. If you're an achievement hunter, use this fishing guide to group all your fishing information into one picture. This shows all fish from every location across Stardew Valley, the bundles the fish are used for, the prices they sell for, and even the location and specific fishing spots of every legendary fish in one single infographic. A mini tip for PC players, you don't only have to use the mouse click for fish, you can also use the C button, which I like better but may or may not make things easier for you. Quick reminder, if you haven't heard of or used this tool yet, the Farm Planner is perfect for anybody who might be on the OCD spectrum like I am when it comes to building their farm. You can place any building, any small part like sprinklers or fences, and can even change the farm type and season to view what it would look like during certain seasons. Tip number 2, how to farm Iridium. You've done almost everything there is to do in the world, maybe. You're married, you have a baby or a toddler by now, you have unlocked most or all upgrades to your house. Heck, you probably don't even need Iridium by now, but you want it anyways. Your thirst is real. You want that stack of Iridium bars. You want to show off to Leah or Abigail or Grumpy Shane with all your riches and your power. Well, you can do that, but it's not easy. Going deep into the Skull Cavern takes money and a lot of it. Good thing you have the best plants now filling your farm and kegs galore producing more wine than Jesus. The first step to get ready for the mine is to set up a new chest somewhere easily accessible so you can keep organized. I even made 2 so that step 2 is easier, which is buying massive amounts of stone from Robin the carpenter. Head to her shop with a nearly empty inventory and a ton of cash. Hold shift and right click down and fill up your inventory with stone. This will take a while. Each stone costs 20, A stack in one inventory slot is 999, so you're looking at about 20,000 per stack. Multiply that by 36 if you plan on filling your entire inventory, and it's just above 720,000, and that's just for the stone. Get back and empty your inventory, head to the blacksmith, buy about 1,000 iron ore and about 250 coal at 150 a piece, totaling about another 185,000, and feel free to grab more if you want, since I almost ran out of bombs before. With your purchase, make a minimum of 250 bombs. If you are absolutely loaded with gold ore, solar essences, and void essences, make the mega bombs. I found that they don't do all that much better than the regular cheaper bombs, plus Krobus only sells like 10 of those essences a day to you, but that's up to you. Alright, you have your stone for stairs, you have your bombs to clear obstacles, now you need some food to keep you alive. I buy pizza from the bar since it is 300 a piece, and I don't need to buy separate ingredients to cook it all myself. It saves me a little time, it gives you 60 health when you need it, and should be plenty to keep you alive. I bought about 500 of these, but 300 or so should hold you out for a while. Add 90,000 to that bill. Grab a couple of pumpkin soups if you can too, for the luck. Alright, now hustle back home. Make an Iridium band if you don't have one already. This helps a ton when collecting Iridium and prismatic shards lying around you. One last but important thing, craft a warp totem to get you back to your farm. Alright, stone for stairs, check. Bombs, check. Food, check. Totem, check. Bring a couple of coffees with you if you want also. I haven't tested the difference between the speed of coffee and the extra 999 stone for more stairs in that last slot. Leave a comment below if you test it and find out what's better. Kind of an in-between tip to save you a little bit more time. This is tip 2.5, block Pam. Seriously, go stand in front of Pam at 8:30 a.m. Head to her trailer, park your horse in front, and wait for her to come outside. She will get a little upset and then start hustling to make it to her job in time. Chase her to the next scene and go in right after her, then block her one more time as quick as you can. She'll be fine, just buy her beer later. She'll get angry at you again and then move quickly to get to the bus, which will get you to the desert way earlier than you are used to, which is great because every second counts in the Skull Cavern. Drink a coffee as soon as the bus door opens and run to the cavern. Now is the slightly tedious part. Make some stairs and place them as quickly as you possibly can, using the inventory to pause the game for you. At the beginning of one of my runs, I even had to drop a stack of stone, put stairs on my hotbar, place the stairs while collecting the stone off the ground, and repeating that until I finally had one slot open. Then 2 slots, then 3, and so on until you can almost fill your hotbar with stairs. Do this over and over and over. Stairs, pause, stairs, pause, stairs, pause, stairs, pause. Try to keep an eye out for holes or ladders near you as you descend so you can save your stairs as much as possible. Continue to use all the stone you have until you have about 1 stack left. Find a good floor to get started and then just start dropping bombs into clusters of rocks and iridium, ignoring the single veins scattered about. Tip number 3, this is a really important one. Eat after you drop bombs. Many times you will get blocked in by obstacles. It's going to happen, so drop a couple bombs around and then switch to your food on your hotbar as fast as you can and eat. This eating will stop time, but allow the bomb to explode. Keep searching for stairs or especially holes and gather what iridium you can. Remember that early on your main goal is to get deeper and deeper, so if that means leaving a bit of iridium behind, do it. It will be worth it in the end. Go as deep as you can using stairs when you reach a bad map layout, usually the ones with the railcart tracks are bad, and repeat this bomb and stair process until you find rooms full of iridium. Keep blowing it all up and grabbing what you can. Eventually, you will run out of time and have to head home at 1:30, no later than 1:40 a.m., unless you are brave. That's it. You wake up in the morning and breathe a heavy sigh, knowing that you are the greatest farmer in all the land. Tip number 4, this is more of a mini tip, but since you have a ton of iridium, you can make the bars and sell them. You can now make both obelisks to teleport you throughout town, but you might not have enough battery packs to supply you with all the iridium sprinklers you want. So in case you didn't know, you can go down to Krobus in the sewers and buy 1 iridium sprinkler every single Friday for 10,000. So that's it, guys. That's all. That was my insanely long advanced tips video where I can hope now that you will be the richest, most powerful farmer ever. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know your tips in case I missed anything. And I will see you guys soon for a Stardew Valley Let's Play.